To the PTTS. Today's date is August 1st, 2021, Sunday. My name is Nang Hong Lam. Well, today's sessions, I want to follow up with the previous sessions on the video recording where I talk about focus on the sessions, focusing on the title "Come Clean" to focus on coming clean, to point out my situation. So today's focus is /goal is to follow up on the come clean. And well, it's like I pointed out on the previous sessions, my situation would be worse than committing suicide or wishing that I have committed suicide. So it's to follow up with the come clean. So that's the situations that I was pointing out. So it's the so how I wanted to let's just say it's I am I'm going with my schedule. I'm going with my schedule because the PTTS company that I created back on 2012, starting around 2012. That's when I started putting together the PTTS company. So because of the PTTS company history since 2012, that's more than 8 years ago. So because of the PTTS history and because of my TCG history, which I started on 1999, that's when I was back in my middle school years, around my middle school years. And it's at that time when I started, not that long ago, I have just months of starting on my TCG history, I have decided to commit it to have that as my future career. So it's just I title it as my TCG pioneer / career and TC creator. So looking back at my TCG history and my PTTS company, there has been this establishment of history for this many years of time, and so it's the term I use is to go with my schedule. It's not I'm not purposely trying to go against certain group or individual or anything like that. It's the establishments of my TC history and my PTTS company. It's been many years of time. So it's the term I use, go with my schedule. I am not purposely going against an individual or group or something like that. It's going with my schedule. So that's the term I use. Go with my schedule. There's all these many years of time, TZ history, my PTTS company. So just go with the schedule. That's the term I use. So that's the follow up. It's like felt like this term I'm going with my schedule. It might seems like a stubbornness. It's like I am not yielding to what is happening. It's like I am at the point that I feel like committing suicide. I'm wishing that I have committed suicide. So it's like I'm at that point. It's sort of like that whole like I'm like that stubbornness is like it could misconcept as like a stubbornness that I'm building up. It's like I'm at the point of wishing that I have committed suicide. So I'm just looking back at what is happening. Why is these situations in my life and things like that. So it's so pause for a second. Well, I was just pausing, but it's like I'm recording at my house, so there's other activities going on and things like that. So, so just know that this video is recording at my house, and well, just looking back at what's happening, I think it's maybe I am. Number one, it's like I was pointing out. It's just it is some kind of like it's sort of like in a way like I felt like I'm using the term going with schedule. It's like just because of the many years of history that I have built up, I'm going with my schedule. That's the term I'm using, and it's just that there's other concept like that whole. I was pointing out, it's like that stubbornness. It's like I'm at the point that I'm wishing I have committed suicide. So it's like, so basically it's sort of like in a way like it's like that whole misconceptions on like, so there's that whole misconception. So it's just. I mean, like, I wanted to. It's just at the same time I have all these schedule update I've been keeping. It's just to point out the many years of history that I have been building up. It's like since 1999, back when I was in my middle school years, and in 2012 when I put the PTTS company together. So it's like all these schedule updates I've been keeping to show that it's not this misconceptions of stubbornness that I build up. It's so So other situations would be it's just like I mean like I've been keeping all these records and his like keeping files of evidences, journal, just to show the history that I have established it. So it's sort of like in a way like I am like not really into that sort of making a lot of like risks to jeopardize all this history that I'm building up. It's like so there is that also that concept. It's like because of all this history that I'm building up, I'm not that kind of person. So it's like that term that I have started writing, which on on July 25th, I started writing, like just drafting out the see-through how concept, which like I was pointing out, it's like people see me as that person who wouldn't jeopardize making all those risks to jeopardize the whole history that I have built up. It's like that see-through house. They see it through me. I'm not that kind of person who would jeopardize the whole history that I have built up. It's that see-through house. Like, so that's what like I'm looking like all these situations like to point out why would this concept start? How come this concept started? So I'm looking back. Maybe TCG and like the casino game room card games, and then which has so like in a way like TCG's initiated as trading card game, TCG, trading card game. So like there's that whole like recognized it throughout the world, like the casino card game, like in a lot of places that legalize gambling, it has been recognized like casino card game. So there's that card game, like maybe because like the Korean got into like the trading card game and the casino card game, there is that differences with the risk involved in it. Maybe TCG have lesser risk than the casino card game. Maybe that's one of the concept where how's that concept of see-through house started. It's like maybe trading card game, TCG have lesser risk involved than the casino card game. There is like casino facility, established facility where you could go through all these lessons, classroom lessons on how to become a dealer, like dealing out cards and things like that. So there's all these establishments for the casino card game, like casino game room card game. So it's like, is it because there is lesser risk in the trading card game TCG? That's why I have made that commitment to TCG instead of the casino card game, which have a longer history and more establishments. So it's like, it's that how the see-through house started, because of making that commitment, that career commitments to TCG instead of the casino card game. So, well, it's that's one of the situations. That's one of the situations, and well, it's and then San Diego, California had a poker phenomenon, which was like a lot of like bars, like in the Pacific Beach, close to the shore, like the Pacific Beach shore. There were bars, a few bars that hosted poker tournament, like huge poker tournament that the grand prize was the entrance to the poker, the World Poker Championship, which you would if you got the bracelet, the grand, like the first place, you get that gold bracelet. You